Sean Sewell with the Engearment.com podcast. Happy New Year. It is January 11th, 2023, and I promised I'd have a follow-up podcast for all of you out there to catch up on all the fun things we have been up to and all the great things we have to look forward to. So, as always, a lot to cover in this episode, but I'll do my best to cover it in about 15 minutes or less. So, we left off December 15th, talking about the Beacon Bash. The 5th annual Beacon Bash at that is a huge success, raised $8,000 for CAIC, Colorado Avalanche Information Center, and Friends of Berthoud Pass. And we're doing another fundraiser with Friends of Berthoud Pass to raise money for avalanche education here in Colorado. So I'll put links to that as well. Let's try and recap on the videos that the team and I have been up to. So I'm shooting on a Sony a7 IV right now, and I also have a Sony a7R5 picked up. And so I do a comparison between the two with in-body stabilization and the artificial intelligence autofocus on the a7R5. So I do a few video comparisons on that. So if you're a camera person and you're curious what equipment we use and how it can benefit you in your business and life, that's a cool comparison. Our man, Modest Cecil, our fly fishing guru, does a review in the Patagonia Slate Sky jacket. And then on one of our newest riders, Stefan goes through and shows how to repair and replace a rooftop tent, in this case a roof nest. As you may know from some of the reviews, we recently switched over from roof nest to Free Spirit for a few reasons. One of them being our roof nest was cracked, a big crack in the middle, and come to find out that that's actually a very common problem. And so we got a hold of roof nest, we worked closely with them, we have a good relationship with them, so we got a replacement top. It did cost money out of pocket, $400 in our case, but we got the top in, and Stefan makes a how-to video step by step on how to replace that rooftop tent top, which was very helpful, so thank you, Stefan. And then Patagonia, always doing work with Patagonia. Patagonia Descensionist 40-liter backpack, which is their really alpine-focused mountaineering, backcountry ski and splitboard backpack, 40-liter version. Do a review on that, as well as the Snow Drifter. Then I do a comparison between the Descensionist and Snow Drifter to see which one might be best for your needs. Burton reached out to work together. They actually sent over 2 lift tickets. I don't use lifts, so I have to give it to somebody else on the team so they can utilize that. But long and short of it is they want me to test out the Burton gloves, mittens in this case, in the resort, Winter Park or Steamboat or what have you. So I did not. I went right to the backcountry and winter camped and tested them out, and actually they became probably one of my favorite pair of mittens for under $100. They're Gore-Tex. They have a zipper pocket to put a heat pack in there, and they're a 2-layer system, which I really like. So, review on that. Brian Mack, who recently went through his Pro Level 1 course through ARI. So, he is very educated splitboard guide. He does a really detailed review on the Spark R&D Surge ST bindings, which are new for this season. He's been using them since last season, so it gives you a lot of good insight on that. Decker's X-Lab Cozy Chukka Splash Boots. Heck of a long name. Decker's X-Lab is like the parent company of Hoka and Tom's and a lot of other shoes, and they do a lot of concept shoes. We've worked with them on a lot of reviews. This actually been my favorite of the 10 pair of shoes we've done work with them. They're 1, they're attractive. 2, they're lightweight. 3, they're very warm. I put them up against a pair of Bogs, like the negative 40 degree, poop kicker ones that go over your calf. They're surprisingly warm. Wore them actually 2 weeks straight every day. Winter camping, to church with the in-laws, to the Nutcracker. I wore it with a suit to the Nutcracker at our local Ely Calkins Opera House. Wore it to the gym, wore it through the snow. Yeah, they're surprisingly good boots. Artelect Flat Iron 185 quarter zip base layer. Artelect out of Boulder, owned by a splitboarder, which is awesome. They sent this over. It's a fantastic new yarn based base layer. We do a lot of work with new yarn. Boy, so it's 5 minutes. We haven't covered like a third of what we've been up to. More to go. Jolbo Cyrus goggles with a 0 to 4 lens, photochromic lens. Oh my God, these are great. They're not available yet, unfortunately, or they were available and they're out of stock. Not too sure. But they're the Cyrus goggle, which are my favorite goggles, are cylindrical, not spherical, and they go from 0, which is clear, to 4, which is alpine, which that covers everything. That's 5 stops. That's speechless. They're really good. Got that review up. Cora Yushu long sleeve quarter zip yak wool. Yes, yak wool. We've done a lot of work with Cora over the last 3 or 4 years. Kate Agathan and myself, and yak wool is even more efficient than merino wool. And it's cool to say yak. So I got that review up, and then this is going to be a pinnacle part for us here in the next few weeks. Gore-Tex has a new membrane, an EPE. So they got rid of the the toxic part of Gore-Tex and made it eco-friendly and more streamlined, and just blue sign and all the things you want to hear. So it's the first new membrane from Gore-Tex in 40 years, and they're so excited about it. They sent over a spec jacket. What that is a jacket that's not available to the public, but it's made to the specs for Gore-Tex by, I don't know what company it is, has no tag. It's just to showcase that technology. So I've been testing it out. I have a review up on that material. Basically, it is an eco-friendly 2-layer Gore-Tex. But I just oversimplified it. If you want to know more about it, next week, 1 week exactly from right now, we'll have Gore-Tex on our Engearment podcast for the 3rd time, and they're going to talk about this new EPE membrane, the technology goes into it, the testing, and who it might be for. I think it's going to be a really big shift in the industry to use this EPE membrane because it's eco-friendly. Even the DWR coating they use is eco-friendly. In fact, the last pair of Patagonia pants, I forget if they were the Snowdrifter or what they were, but they feature the EPE, and I think I overlooked that because I wasn't aware that that's actually the Gore-Tex that they used. Man, I'm talking fast because I've got a lot to cover here. Chili Sleep, Dog Pro, 1 year of use. So we use the Dog Pro and the Uller and the Chili Cube in our house here, and just wanted to showcase what it's like to use it 1 year later. We actually did break the unit, set it back, got a replacement unit. So yeah, just share my experiences on that technology, and as a discount code, long story long, I can save you 15 minutes of watching the video. I do recommend the Dog Pro if you want the most efficient sleep system. We are going to work with 8 Sleep here next month though, so stay tuned for a comparison between the two. But long story, even longer yet again, if you are going to purchase one, use Engearment at checkout. The code, just Engearment, one word. It'll save you 25% off everything on the website, which is pretty cool. That coupon came directly from the owner of the company, Tara Youngblood, which we have a podcast with her if you want to learn more about the science of sleep. X-Mount 360. So what this is I don't have it with me, but here's the Insta360 super long pull right here. I do a lot of 360 camera work, especially when we're snowboarding and doing stuff in the backcountry. With GoPro, which we're working with GoPro on something I can't mention. I had to sign an NDA. But back to Insta360. When you're utilizing a DJI microphone, which I'm using right now in this video, it doesn't mount onto the Rode mount for the Insta360 X3 camera very well. So person reached out from Hawaii, a new friend of mine, and he 3D printed up exact version of what we need to use a DJI microphone with the Insta360 X3 camera. So that's going to open a whole new world of possibilities for really good high quality content creation. Got a review on that. Outdoor Vitals Turn. Again, this is a new yarn clothing garment. So 115 in weight, so ultra lightweight. That's a hoodie, which I know Paul Beisler out there would really appreciate. It is fantastic. I was so moved with it. It actually came in on my birthday, and I went out and used it that day to split board up at Birthday Pass. And it's good. It's really good. But I was so impressed with Outdoor Vitals gear they sent us last year to test out with Kate Agathan and Will Records and myself that I asked him last night, hey, could we get the founder of Outdoor Vitals on the Engearment podcast to talk about the company and how they make stuff and why they make stuff? So they're going to be on in February. So a month from now, stay tuned for an interview with the founder who runs his own podcast, which is a really entertaining podcast if you're in the outdoor realm. Interviews all these ultralight backpackers and all these people who are just doing really next level outdoor recreation. So that'll be a fun conversation to have him on the podcast to talk about Outdoor Vitals and life, just ultralight backpacking life. Okay, there's more. Can you believe it? There's more. And I haven't caught up to what we're doing in the future yet. This is just catching up what we've done in the last 3 weeks. Patagonia Nano Air Light Hybrid 6-month review. So how has this been holding up for 6 months? It's not even out yet. It comes out hopefully February or March. It's spring 23 from the Patagonia catalog. We've had it for over 6 months. I've been using it all summer for hiking, backpacking, camping, and casual use. And then I've been using it as a split boarding mid-layer this year. Awesome. I go into that. Our friend, our newest rider, Wade Lancaster, and his daughters Rylan and Peyton shot a video for the Solo Stove Fire Fire Pizza Oven. Solo Stove made a pizza oven that's wood burning, goes on top of the Bonfire or Yukon stoves from them, and it's a really cute video that Wade put together with his girls showing how it works. Our man, Ryan Humphreys, in Gaines Central Station, the owner of the gym that I train out of, one of my best friends, has a review up. It's not up yet. We're testing an inflatable hot tub. And our goal was to shoot it on New Year's. We'd have a jam-up party for our gym at Ryan's house, Gaines Central Station. And we were getting so pumped up, literally, we're pumping up the 6-person inflatable hot tub. And we got too excited. We didn't think about the logistics of all this. It is middle of winter. It's like 10 degrees out. The hose broke. Luckily it's a hose and not the faucet or some part of Ryan's house. So Ryan's in the process of repairing that and then getting that video shot for this inflatable hot tub. And the company was so excited to work with us, they gave us a discount code, and it's for like $400 off, something ridiculous. So when that goes live, we'll have a discount code for you if you choose to purchase this crazy inflatable hot tub. Just today went live about an hour ago, Mystery Ranch High Water Backpack. This, we met with Mystery Ranch, Aaron specifically, back in fall, and we went through a lineup of all their upcoming stuff, and this was the backpack I was most excited about. And they sent it over about a week later. I've been testing it ever since. It's basically uses like special forces tested and approved watertight zippers called True Zip, made here in the US, on top of an 840 denier double PU coated waterproof burly backpack material. If you live in a rainforest, this is the best backpack for you. Got that up, and then just today I put up, well, it'll be up soon, Icebreaker Oasis 200. We had a meeting with Icebreaker, James Terry, and myself a few months ago, and they hooked us up. Well, I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it right now. This is the Icebreaker 200. I was going to go splitboarding today, but my dog was getting a little sick, so I'm dressed in my splitboarding gear right now. Anyways, that'll be up later this week. Bob and Brad's leg massager. I'm really embarrassed about this one. They sent this over 2 years ago, and we've been using the heck out of it, especially my wife. She had varicose vein surgery a few years ago, and part of her recovery process, besides exercise and movement and hot tub and pool, is leg massager. So she's been using it for this. I did the review on this. It'll be up next week. And then I have a 4-month-long middle of winter review for this Free Spirit Recreation Evolution rooftop tent, which I've been using every day since we got it back in the fall. That's what we've done. What we have coming up. We have an interview with Gore-Tex on our Engearment.com podcast, like I mentioned. We have Outdoor Vitals founder next month on our podcast. Here in 2 weeks, James Terry and I are heading to Miami, Florida, to work with Pavel Tatsulin. That's right, the founder of StrongFirst. This is my 5th time getting to work with Pavel for the Strong Endurance Seminar. So James and I, James is volunteering his time, thank goodness. We're going to drive down. Yeah, drive to Florida. That sounds horrible. But we have so much camera equipment, including the camera and microphones we're using right now, that we have a truck full of stuff we're bringing down there. We're going to set up what I hope, my fingers are crossed, is going to be the best online seminar experience ever in the world. And we're going to showcase how we do it. We're going to shoot a video on everything that goes into it. The Rodecaster, the 4 sets of microphones, the 8 cameras we're going to use, the A10 Mini Extreme Switch, how to hook up a laptop that can show into an online conference while showing in person in the seminar, having just an amazing setup. We've been testing it the last 3 weeks. I've done this 4 times now with Pavel, and every time it goes great, but I've learned something new I can do better. So this time we're going to do it the best way possible. And I don't want to spill the beans too much, but I found a way to record the seminar in high definition with professional audio synced at the same time. This was the issue I had last time. I was trying to sync the audio and the video from 2 different sources. Well, really like 6 different sources, but 2 separate sources for sure. It was a nightmare, to say the least. So I studied and applied and tried and broke things, and I figured out a way to do it. So I'm going to create a video on how we do it. That way, if you are looking to host a seminar or professional event and you want more than one camera, you want it to sound good, you want it to look good, and you want to be able to be recorded so you can sell it as a product later on, this is a solution. This is going to be the best solution. So I might even turn that into a course myself on how to do that. Oh, there's more. Of course there's more. Michael Clemente. Got to see Michael Clemente this last weekend with Will Coleman, OG Engearment guy, Wade Lancaster, and Brian Mack. We went touring. Michael Clemente put up a great review on the Dragon NFX2 Spider collaboration, and you get to meet Olympic athlete and ski with them. And it's a really fun review there. Moon Bikes. This is an electronic snow bike. We're going to be working with them next week or 2 weeks from now to review and test, and we're going to have the founder on our podcast as well, Nico. So look forward to that. It's an electronic snow bike. That's badass. So stay tuned for that. Abby Guttinger, StrongFirst editor, as well as Engearment colleague, did a review on the TSL Symbiose Hyperflex Instinct snowshoes. Super high-end French-made snowshoes. Fantastic article. Kate Agathan has a Topo Designs fleece pants up, as well as Osprey Arcane waist pack. Okay, I think that catches us up. I'm not going to take up more time. I said 15 minutes, and it's been 16 and a half minutes. So, in summary, we've been up to a lot of stuff. We have a lot more coming. I won't tell you what we're doing because I just took up a lot of your time, but we have a lot. If you thought this was a lot, we have a lot more than this coming up here in the next few weeks. So, also thank you for all the new subscribers. We went from 7,000 2 months ago to 8,400 subscribers. So we're growing very fast, and I hope the new subscribers are enjoying the content. I hope the OG subscribers are enjoying it even more though. Appreciate all your support over the years. We have a giveaway coming up for a 9,000th subscriber, so stay tuned for that. God, we're going to be testing out some pumps. I'm going to do a pump comparison for inflatable mattresses in the winter, see which one's fastest. There's stuff out of frame that I can't talk about yet because it's embargoed. Just a lot of fun stuff to look forward to. And again, I want to thank you for all your support with Engearment, the website, the YouTube channel, the podcast, the in-person events, the Beacon Bash. Tonight, the admins for the Colorado Backcountry Ski and Snowboard Group and I are meeting up for the first time. We have a 15,000 member Facebook private group, and we're trying our best to keep it engaging and entertaining and a place of learning. So we have a lot of curriculum we've actually mapped out for the rest of the year. So that is tonight. But I'm going to get some tea, walk my dog, and get back to what I need to do. Thank you all for your time. I hope you found this insightful and entertaining, and thank you for your support. If you have any questions, you can always drop me a line. I'm happy to help out in any way possible. I'm Sean Sewell, owner and director of Stoke4Engearment.com, and until next time, take care.